Hello, I'm Captain Greg. Today I am up in northern Wisconsin, Taylor County. It's up by a small town called Perkinstown. And this is a small lake near Perkinstown. And I wanted to show you how I record sonar logs and I make a map of this lake and then upload it to the Navionics website so everybody can see the 1-foot contours on this lake. On my hummingbird here, as you can see, this lake has not been scanned. It's a small lake, but it's a deep lake, and I'm going to show you how I record the logs and then upload them to Navionics. So the first thing you do, I got on the left side, I got my Navionics card, which shows nothing. On the right side, I'm going to put in a blank SD card, a quality card. Then you go to your screen snapshot page. Right there, screen snapshot view. You hit the menu button once. You see it says start recording. But as you can see, now we're recording. It says recording. And I'm going to use my trolling motor. And I'm just going to fish. I'm going to troll for some northerns and what else is out here. Crappie. This is the boat launch. I'll mark that on the Navionics mobile app. This is the only launch. This is U.S. Forest Campground back in there. It's closed, but the launch is open. And from what I understand, they stock walleye in here. I always wanted to come down here. I fished this once years ago, but I always wanted to scan this water and add it to the Navionics mapping system. So when I'm done, I'll show you the tracks I made and everything, and how I do the uploading. Okay, it's been about 4 hours. I've been scanning the water of this small lake. I'll get the exact anchorage of this lake and I'll add it at the end of the video. I've been scanning for about 4 hours. This is these are my tracks, and that's what I've been using. I've been going about 1.5 to 2 miles an hour using my Minn Kota trolling motor. It's getting kind of dark. I ended up catching one northern pike, 4 largemouth bass, 2 bluegills, and 1 crappie while trolling. Most of them were caught on a nightcrawler harness. I used some crankbaits and some other walleye minnow spinner rigs. But tomorrow I'm going to actually fish the lake. But as you can see, I did quite a bit of recording, and I'm still recording. Now what I'm going to do is use the big motor. I'm going to use the big motor and continue scanning where I missed sections. I'll just run a little video of the lake. Here you can see the boat there in my location. I'm just going to go up and down and show you a little bit of the lake. The deepest part I saw recorded was 52.8 feet. 52.8 feet, and they say there's some good walleye in here, so that's what I'm going to try for. But right now I'm going about 5 miles per hour, and I'm continuing to record. I'm trying to make a good mapping of this small lake here. On the fish, I released all the fish except the northern pike was a keeper size. I love northern, eating them. And the crappie I kept. The rest I let all go. Bass were about 14, 15 inches, but I let them go. So I'll just shut up now and take a little cruise here so you can see the lake a little bit here. Right up ahead there's the Perkinstown Inn. It's the saloon here in town. That's about all there is in this town. It's a nice saloon. And this dock coming up, that's Buck's Landing. He's a friend of mine. I know him. He lives right on the water here. As long as you keep your speed where you're still connecting to the bottom with your sonar, you're okay. I could probably bump it up to 10, 12 miles an hour, but right now I'm going 6.2. Good idea to do a little zigzagging too. That'll get them 1 foot contours good. thing I forgot to add. Before you put the boat on the trailer, you go back to your screen snapshot page. Right here. Hit the menu button once. You'll see it says stop recording to the right. And then it stopped the recording. Okay, it's best you do it that way. Start and stop. If you shut the machine off, I'm not sure if it'd still be a good sonar logs or not. But I stop and start with my unit here. Okay, I'm back in my office. I'm going to show you how to upload your sonar logs to the Navionics website. And I got on chart viewer here, this is the lake, Catherine Lake. And you can see it's not scanned. But you can see down here, there's a symbol here. And we're going to click on that. Hit the question mark. Okay, it says boat launch. Now over here in the arrow, click on that. And you can see where I was the one that put that boat launch marker in there on September 16th. And I did that using my mobile app, the Navionics mobile app. You can mark anything on the water that's a hazard or launches or gas or wherever, whatever you got you want to mark. You can mark that with your mobile app. Now, let's go back. Okay, now what I'm going to do is this is the SD card that I used to record the sonar logs on Catherine Lake. I'm going to put this in my laptop. If I can find a hole here. And I'm on the website in my account. You know, it's free to make an account for Navionics. And I'm in the website. So now what we're going to do. Okay, again, I have the SD card in my laptop here. You go to my card, underneath that, it'll say activate update. Click on that. And then you arrow down. And it'll ask you if you got the downloaded version of the chart installer. I already have. If you don't, you have to download it right here. Okay, once you install the chart installer, my SD card's in the laptop. It'll show over here. This page will come up. 5 sonar logs packets. And there's an upload button above that. We're going to click on that. And hit start. Now this is going to take some time, so I'll shut the video off, and in about 7 to 10 days I'm going to check the Navionics website under the chart viewer and see what the results are of me uploading the sonar logs. So I'll be back after that is completed. Okay, it's been less than a week since I uploaded those sonar logs to the Navionics website and let's check it out on Catherine Lake on what it looks like after I recorded them logs. Go to your chart viewer. Okay, that's a free chart viewer. Everybody can use it on the website. And let's go up here. Let's find that lake. You can see that it's scanned very well. And this is just from my recordings. There it is. You can see the deepest part of the lake. Is right here. It was like 52 feet something. This gives you an idea. Here's where I marked the boat ramp, public boat ramp. That's for that national campground where I launched. And as you can see, it scanned very well. I noticed this is super shallow, and this was like 1.5 feet deep in here. But that gives you an idea what a guy can do if there's some water that's not scanned. And while I was, a couple days before I scanned that, on this flowage, it's called the Miller Dam flowage, I scanned this also. This was scanned pretty well. But underneath this bridge here, that wasn't scanned. So I scanned that, recorded logs, and sent that in too. And you can see that it showed up. It gets real shallow back in here. Mostly duck hunters are going south. But up in here there was some crappie. I caught some crappie in here. But that gives you an idea. I sent them logs in at the same time as the Catherine Lake log. I fished both them waters there. Excellent fishing. But that gives you an idea. You know, you can scan any body of water, as I indicated earlier in this video. Upload those recordings. Now I'm going to show you real quick. Now I'm going to update my card. This is a Navionics US-Canada card. This is a little different than a Regions card. So I'm going to show you this. As I fish all over Canada, all over the United States. I'm going to put this in my laptop. Okay, I put the card in the laptop. Okay. And it'll recognize the card. It's recognizing the card. Okay. What you want to do then is, this is it somewhere else last time I updated it. Okay. So this US-Canada card, you see these blue pins right here. I'm going to move them pins up to Wisconsin. Okay. Let's go back and zoom in. So you don't want to update the whole Canada and USA. That's too much information. So what we're going to do is we're going to narrow it down to this Catherine Lake area. Let's zoom in more. Okay, let's still zoom in some more. You know, a regions card's different. You would update the whole card. But the US Canada's a little different. You want to update an area. So here's Schwamigan right there. So we want to get that in there. Move these pins. The bigger the area, the longer it's going to take to download the information. But there's Schwamigan. And there's Catherine Lake. So I want to make sure those are in there. We'll bring these pins even closer together. And blue pins, you move them. Okay, about right there. That'll, you know, that'll take in both of them waters. Right there. So where them blue pins are, that area, I'm going to get the updates that I did with the Catherine Lake. And I'm mainly considered with Sonar charts. So you can hit nautical charts if you want. It'll take a little longer. And down here on the bottom, I'm going to start. I've chosen a plow that is not compatible with community edits. Right, I'm not, my plotter doesn't do community edits. Helix, I got the Helix 10 Mega. Okay, there we go. The download process has started. Let's just see how long this is going to take. Now there's more than just those two waters. More than Catherine Lake and more than the flowage. If it takes too long, I'll shut the video down, and then when it's done, I'll turn it back on. Let's see, it's still going. It says 3 minutes, 2 minutes. See, it doesn't take that long if you pick a smaller area. If you pick the whole state, well, it'll take a little longer, you know. I'm just trying to show you on the video here. Yeah, it's not going to take that long. 65%. Now it's, you know, it's what it's doing is uploading that, it's downloading that new data in that zone where my blue pins were. And that's important. You know, even if you got a regions card or a US Canada card, a Navionics plus US Canada, like this one is, you want to get the most updated information before you go out fishing. Now that Catherine Lake had nothing. That wasn't scanned at all. But now after I uploaded the sonar logs, there it's done. That didn't take that long. Your card is now up to date. And that's how you do it, folks. It's very simple. If you want to scan if you find a body of water, mostly smaller lakes aren't scanned. If you want that information to show up on your card, that's all you have to do. I hope I help people out. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of me. I'm Captain Greg Olo from Catfish Stalker Outdoors. And that'll end the video. Thank you.